Appraisal 1. Welcome to Appraisal 1. In this course, we will define an appraisal as well as introduce you to the standard appraisal forms. Course outline, Chapter 1. Appraisal Definitions. Review of appraisal forms. Chapter 2. Continuation of review of appraisal forms. Course objectives. By the end of the course, you should be able to do the following. Describe the difference between market price and market value. Explain the purpose of an appraisal. Appraisal definitions. The purpose of an appraisal, as stated on the appraisal form, is to provide the lender-client with an accurate and adequately supported opinion of the market value of the subject property. The appraisal is an integral part of the loan transaction. By definition, mortgages are secured by real estate. Mortgage interest rates are typically lower than unsecured loans, such as credit cards, because they represent less risk due to their secured nature. If a borrower defaults on a mortgage, the lender has the option of selling the real estate to recover the loan balance. Because the lender is taking a security interest in the real estate, the lender is very concerned about the value of the property. If the lender does end up relying upon the value of the property to recover a defaulted loan amount, the lender wants to make sure the value of the property will allow for recovery. Appraisers are called upon to give the lender an opinion regarding the market value of a property. In other words, the appraiser estimates what the property would sell for on the open market. Appraising is definitely an art rather than a science. Appraisals are very subjective in nature and rely heavily upon the judgment and experience of the appraiser. Many lenders are beginning to use automated valuation models, or AVMs, to eliminate the subjectivity from the appraisal process. An AVM utilizes an extensive database of property information, which contains property characteristics as well as recent sales prices. The property characteristics of the subject property are fed to the computer program, which then compares the subject property to the database in an attempt to establish a value without an appraisal. Automated underwriting systems may only require an abbreviated appraisal or may not require an appraisal at all. This decision could be based upon an AVM or upon a risk assessment of other aspects of the file. For example, if the borrower has an excellent credit score and a substantial down payment, the automated underwriting system may not require an appraisal. Many expect an appraiser to determine a value for the property. However, this is not their role. An appraiser prepares a report about the value of the property meant to verify or confirm what the market says about the property. An appraised value is the appraiser's opinion of the market value of the property. The appraiser uses several different methods to arrive at their opinion of the market value of the property. We discuss these methods in other appraisal courses. We will also discuss estimates of value prepared by those other than appraisers. For example, if the sales price of a property was $200,000, the appraiser's role would be to confirm that the market data supports the sales price. This brings us to the difference between market value and market price. The market value is what the appraiser reports in the appraisal report. The appraiser analyzes the data in multiple ways. This allows the appraiser to give an opinion on market value. The market price is the sales price of the property. In a perfect world, the market price would equal the market value. However, this is not always the case. What if the transaction included a seller desperate to sell a property? The seller may be willing to sell a property for less than the market value. In this case, the market price does not equal the market value. The most commonly used appraisal forms are approved by both Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Both agencies approved the new appraisal forms in 2005. For loans being sold to Fannie Mae, the forms were mandatory for all loans sold after November 1, 2005. For loans being sold to Freddie Mac, the new forms were mandatory on all loans sold after January 1, 2006. While the forms used by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the same, The form numbers for the different entities are specific to each company. The next slide shows the most common appraisal forms along with the form numbers associated with these forms for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Hopefully you noted the different forms for the different property types. Income properties and condominiums require specific forms. The 2055 exterior-only inspection form is typically used in conjunction with an automated underwriting approval. If the automated underwriting system is comfortable with the risk level of the loan, it will often only require the abbreviated 2055.